Hello and welcome. Welcome to the channel. What will happen next? I'll wait for people to get notified before we start, and we'll go from there. Hopefully they go out. Hopefully the notifications go out. King of Pentacles. Gonna be some communication around money. People are gonna be talking either about money or figuring out what to do with their money. We'll see. Oh, I got my Prime locked, loaded, ready to go. All right. Please remember to hit the like button on the way in. Thank you very much. Let me fix the lighting. I look orange. See you later. I'll be back. Let's change the color. Is that better? We'll find out. It's either going to be better or worse. I don't like it. It's close enough, though. It's a little bit better. Just back it off a little bit. Okay. Hello, Nancy. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jill. Hey, Miss Redmond. Welcome in. Here we go. What will happen next? All signs in a minute. I'm going to get a little hopped up on some energy juice real quick. I'm going to need it for this one. I have a feeling. I don't know why. I just have that weird, I need the jitters for the read feeling. Like I need to have a lot of sugar intake in me. It doesn't make any sense to me, but keep me flowing, I guess. Hi, May. Welcome in. Hey, Leslie. Okay. Oh, shit. The guy's on. Here we go. It's going to take a minute. I got to shuffle for a second. All right. What sign should we start with today? What do you guys think? Hey, Thomas Baker. Dino. I don't usually start with Aquarius. That might be a good idea. I hope it's a good message. It kind of makes me nervous to start with air signs. You know, they can be difficult, especially whatever was going on with the fucking Libra reading I did. Jesus Christmas. It's horrible. I got to under somebody's skin. Wasn't intentional. I just read what the fuck I see. That's what happens. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try and pretend like it's going to be something you want to hear. Maybe it might be, but I can't always say it will be. I wouldn't be playing my part if I let that happen. Here we go. All right. Okay. I guess we'll start with Aquarius. Air signs. I feel like you've been getting favored. Holy, oh no, that's the High Priestess. I thought that was your card. I thought that was a star card. Start with Aquarius. Saw it first. That's what we'll do. Aquarius. Sun, moon, or rising. Here we go. What do we have for you? What will happen next for them? Show me something for this zodiac sign of Aquarius. Money's going to be looking really good for you. You're going to stay focused with money and career. I'm going to tell you real fast, money and career is going to be a big, if it's something you've been putting work and effort into, I get like it's going to become more seamlessly, like just easy for you. Like you have a very attractive, abundant energy right now. For that to pop out like that in front of me, I just feel like if you've been putting a lot of work and effort into anything, whether it's career, whether it's a hobby, something, things are looking good. And it might be for the next couple months. I get like it's going to be a couple months. It's not just going to be now. You're going to run with it. It's almost like the quarterback passed you the football kind of energy. High Priestess. You may be very intuitive as well in trying to stay grounded. Something about wanting to stay grounded. You may open up to some people and show them. I feel like you will communicate to people and show them what you're passionate about a little bit more openly. I get this, like things you might not have let people been subject to about you. You're gonna start showing off to a little, or opening up. It might not be such a show off energy. It's more of you're gonna open up. Um, you might let more people be aware of talents or gifts you may have, abilities, things at your disposal. You do have this, so I do feel like you're going to stay very focused work related, but I get this energy where you've been wanting to let this out for a while, but it hasn't been as, you haven't been as open, as verbally open to people as you want to be, but you're going to become that. Okay, whatever. That's what I'm seeing. Here we go. Let's go. So far, I like it, Aquarius. Let's see what happens. What will happen next for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? What do you got for them? Show me something for Aquarius. So this did want to come out. I was staring at it a second ago and it came flying out. The King of Swords. So you're going to kind of know who to talk to and who not to deal with. You're going to be very, I don't want to say you're going to be very due diligence. It's just you're going to have a knack for understanding. That High Priestess over here in the corner, it's almost like you'll know who's worth your time and effort, or who to speak to or who not to. Basically, like if I got to say, no, I don't want to take the ride with you, I got to leave you in the cold, you'll be aware of that. You're just to either want them to keep moving on or you'll keep moving on kind of energy is what I'm seeing here for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Show me something else for Aquarius. What will happen next for Aquarius? Flip it. Is it one or two? It's one. You're not going to let the past get the best of you. I feel like you're going to be too busy with things of the past. If anything, so whether it was a love situation that you couldn't get kind of stable, or felt like it wasn't showing any value in the past, I don't see you hung up on it. I get like I'm not going to be hung up on judgments that are behind me, things that I might have felt emotionally attached to in the past. I'm not going to be worried. If it's going to fight for me, it's going to fight for me, or I'll fight for myself. I'll start going in my own direction. This does pertain to a situation where you might have been invested in somebody else other than yourself, and it felt like it wasn't showing you the passion or the desire that you were looking for. So I feel like you're on your own, and you're doing pretty well on your own for the next couple months, especially the next couple months. Something about you've taken your time. You've kind of, it's not like you've taken the back seat, but you've taken the time to realize what's worth your time and what's worth your value. And if it doesn't come appreciative towards you, or you feel like it's not learning or growing with you, it's kind of like that thorn that snapped off the branch and hit the ground while you're hitting the ground running. Kind of is what I'm getting off your energy. Here we go. Let's give you a little bit more. Show me something else for Aquarius. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. So I don't feel like you're stuck on somebody. If you're an Aquarius and you're just like damned right now, and love is on your mind, and that's all you're thinking about is the lover you want to get back with, I'm probably not picking up on your energy right now. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, please. Show me something for Aquarius. Devil wanted to come out three times. You're saying no to anything that feels unhealthy or makes you feel like it doesn't show you value. I feel like there's things in the past, or not too far past, but past, that why do I feel like you were trying to communicate? And some of you, it's to somebody younger. You're trying to communicate to somebody younger a situation, or how to be more fluent, how to carry on better in situations. I feel like you felt like your voice crumbled and it wasn't heard. And I don't feel like you're going to let that be a problem or be an obstacle right now. You have a lot of strength right now, and I feel like you're more focused on seeing changes happen, and healthy changes, the balance of healthy changes at this time. The star card's reversed. You've probably been manifesting to see these changes or waiting for the outcome for quite some time. Something like that. If something rubs you the wrong way, you'll keep it behind you. You won't emotionally get attached to it, is what it's telling me. Double emotion card in reverse, saying you saying no. You recognizing I have the tools, skills, and abilities to propel forward on my own or go towards the things that are going to excite me. I'm not going to play that pessimistic side. I'm not going to play the childish games, because it's either somebody younger than you or somebody whose mentality isn't as I feel like you have like this bold mentality, but I feel like it's been a secret to the person involved or to a couple people you don't want it to be secret to anymore. Something like that is going on with you, is what it's showing me. As far as love goes, I don't feel like, if this is your reading, I don't feel like it's been your focus. I don't feel like love, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done. Love isn't the focus here. You're not worried about the love coming and pouring in at you. I feel like you've already tried to experience the situation, and you're more career focused and health, focusing on health, not worrying about somebody coming in just to go back out. And it's like, this, something about, this, you don't want anything to make you feel left behind or in the cold. Some of you might have even had issues with family or relatives in the very recent past that's went on for too long, and emotionally you're over it. You don't want to be attached to it. I do feel like it is a younger energy. I am not going to lie. I feel like it's a younger energy that you've been trying to help or carry out, helping them build momentum or kind of be reassured. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There's too much young energy here. Is there somebody in your energy that wouldn't listen? Because that's what it's telling me over and over again. Every time there's communication, it's like it goes back and forth to you and them. I feel like you wanted to see somebody become strong, somebody to move on. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and make the decision. They weren't making the decision. I feel like you can't carry that burden anymore. I feel like that's you lugging your way towards the boat, emotionally dropping the effect of somebody who's not willing to change. There's somebody who emotionally isn't changing, or just when they come to you, they feel like it's like this person feels like they should listen to you, but they don't. And I feel like you're at a point where you've become past a crossroads where you can't deal with that anymore. It's like, I'm not going to put up with that bullshit. I don't want to deal with it. The Knight of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. I feel like at one point you were trying to help, and now you can't. You kind of had to remove yourself from the situation, kind of cut yourself free of the situation. It might have been a hard decision to make. Something about this could have been a hard decision, but you recognized, hey, listen, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I'm aware of. What are you aware of? Kind of energy is what it's showing me. I feel like you've learned that it's better that I sit and watch and see how the person fares on their own. Something of the sort like that. Whatever's clever. We're going to go to the other tarot because I want to see what you get. Let's see. Aquarius. What will happen next for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? What will happen next? What do you got for Aquarius? Show me something for Aquarius, please. Keep showing me the 2 of Swords and the King of Wands. You may have to get more entertainment or excitement in your life. Something about that King of Wands energy and the 2 making decisions on if you're going to put yourself in positions where you're feeling a little more like extended the olive branch of maybe love, or something that intrigues your mindset. I feel more like towards a love situation. If you've been the type of Aquarius where you haven't let love situations get to you, or you've wanted to help people out in situations and it wasn't getting off the ground, I feel like you're letting go what didn't happen or wasn't showing true resolve or result. And now you're going to start focusing on, maybe I should put more time and effort in love situations that surround me or that want to come towards me. Something like that. Here we go. Aquarius, please. And thank you. Here we go. Aquarius. The Devil. The Knight of Wands. Magician reversed. King of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. You may have had a little bit of difficulty with trusting people or certain situations around you. This has probably gone on for about 7 to 10 months for somebody out there who's watching this. I've got 6 cards, but it feels like 7 and 10. It feels like it's been long. The Emperor could have been with a boss or making decisions. 2 of Wands with the Tower reversed. The Hermit. I feel like you had to make decisions and some of the decisions or sacrifices you made, you feel like nobody was helping out. I feel like you didn't feel like you were getting a helping hand. I feel like they were putting all the stress and burden on you. Whether that was at home or with career, Three of Pentacles, you're putting that down. The Queen of Swords, you may have actually had to speak your piece on the actual situation. So did you bite your tongue for a while and then did you speak up? Because it looks like something like that might have happened where you don't want to be stressed out about it. I don't think there's things that you want to focus on that are going to make you unhappy right now. The Five of Cups is if there were things in the past that upset you, I feel like you're focused on how to get balance, even if you don't see where it's coming from or how it's coming towards you, something like that. And it does look like it's with love or knowing you offered your love, but now you're going to offer more love towards yourself or your surrounding things that are going to make you feel uplifted. Maybe you're starting to recognize, I was trying to help out a situation, but every time I would try to put my foot in the right position or do something, it was like there'd be like a wedge or a block in the door and it became a problem. I don't feel like you're going to let that be a problem anymore. I feel like you're going to start really recognizing I need to focus on the things that are going to give me, they keep my stress level low, but also make me happy. So I feel like if you haven't focused on love, it's going to start crossing your mind is what this is telling me. Holy shit. I didn't, all right. I am a psychic and shit, but I didn't see this coming. I wasn't really focused on what you were going to get. I was curious, but I wasn't so focused on what's coming, what may happen next. We shall see if I can get a little bit more before we move on to a fellow air sign. The Emperor. And the Six of Cups. Yeah, I gotta say it. I'm gonna say it. You have a very strong nostalgic energy, but it's like you're not attached to being nostalgic with the situation. And for me to get the Emperor and the Six of Cups, I'm like, there's the nostalgia I kept feeling. There it is. What's going on? Mostly not so much out of the Emperor. I felt it out of the Six of Cups. You have this, like, I want to have a nostalgic energy towards situations, or I feel this nostalgia, like you're going to have this, I don't know. I just feel like, if you were going to write something down and want it to come to fruition, it will. Or if you were drawing a line in the sand, you're going to stick with that line in the sand and not let anybody cross that line in the sand. Something like that is going on with Aquarius is what I'm feeling. Here we go. With you, by the way, one shuffle, the Star card. Temperance. Are you learning to become patient with situations? You also probably have learned in the recent past how to say no, how to tell people no. I'm aware of what's going on. I'm not gonna let. I just get like I'm sick of damage control or feeling like every time I want to open up, the person's not. There's no value, or the validation isn't there. And I don't mean like you're not getting the validation you want. I feel like you were trying to help a situation, but like somebody else wasn't really doing anything with what you were giving them. And I feel like now you're putting it behind you with the Six of Cups energy. Chariots here. I feel like you're moving on. I don't feel like it's something you want to move towards anymore. I feel like it caused too much stress, caused too much chaos or headaches, and you were aware of this. The Hermit's here, and I feel like you were aware of this. Two of Swords. You put your foot down, made a decision. You might have recognized you can't fight everybody else's battles, and you should just be working on your own. And I feel like you went through a sacrifice of doing something good for other people, or I get other people's, so I get more than one person and I get one. So there's somebody out there that did it for one. There's somebody that's been doing it for a group or multiple, 4 or 5, and you're looking for changes. And I feel like because you saw that it wasn't being fought or sought through, you're like, no, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to let it wear me down. The world, I just have to move on from a situation. I feel like you've let it burn like the witch at the cross right there, and you made that decision. I also feel like in the days ahead, love will be on your mind. I feel like love will be on your mind, and emotionally, that's probably the healthy avenue to go towards. Something like that is what I'm saying for Aquarius. So you may have had to speak up or put your foot down or just have self-appreciation for yourself a little bit more. And I feel like somebody was trying to identify with what you were saying. They just weren't ready to hear what you had to say. And it doesn't have anything to do with you. It has everything to do with where they are. All right. So just keep that in the back of your mind. and focus on the things that are going to make you happy right now, Aquarius. This is what I would recommend. Anything else for Aquarius? Temperance and the moon. You're going to be very you may have some pretty wild dreams, but not only wild dreams. Clarify anything you can for Aquarius. Anything that disturbs you, you're not going to focus on. You're going to be very aware that you need to be patient with people who don't have patience, or who don't move who fight fire with fire. So if I feel like there's been surrounding energy around you. You've got 3 and 3 in reverse that it felt like it was breathing hellfire towards you, and you got tired of it. You got hung up on it for too long, and now you're at your peace of mind and at your wit's end, kind of. 8 of Cups reversed. You're like, nope, I'm not going to emotionally let it drown me like it drowned that person. That person may be kind of broke or not focused on career and money like you are. I don't feel like that's going to be your problem anymore. The King of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. I feel like what you're going to focus on is how can I make time for work and like a love life. I feel like it's something about how do I make time for work, home, and a love life for the Aquarius that this makes sense to. Okay, here we go. Some of you, it's a matter of I'm going to make time for home and work, and do I even want a love life? Whatever that's about. Here we go. On to Gemini. Should we do Libra first? I don't know. I hope that energy is a little bit different. We'll do Gemini. I already said it. Yeah, that's right. I did just say it. Here we go. Gemini. Gemini. What do we got for you? I don't feel like I told you a lot, Aquarius. I just feel like you know where you're at for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And if you haven't seen this come, give it time. But I feel like for me to read it the way I read it, it felt like you were going through it and you're more than aware of it. And the moon card kept showing up, kind of just illuminating what you already know. Here we go. Gemini. What will happen next for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Here we go. So what does it tell me? That you're either trying not to be stressed out. You could also need to be better at saving money. It also tells me I feel like you've been trying to manifest something that's going to put a smile on your face. I feel like for a while now, you've been wanting to manifest a little more happiness. Something about manifesting more happiness is taking place. Give me something else for Gemini, please. 4 of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's the nest egg. I feel like things are going to go okay there. There may be times where you feel like you're stuck in a situation that you don't like around work. Something about work may not have been making you the happiest camper. Something like it doesn't make you want to smile, but you want to manifest things that are going to put a good smile or uplifting feeling on your face. You could have also been struggling with a little bit of health issues. Here we go. For the Gemini that resonates with. The Queen of Cups, 8 of Wands, go to the bottom. I feel like you want to manifest a really strong and solid connection and foundation right now. I feel like emotionally you felt like you've been doing a lot without it showing up. Something about you want to see something show up. The Deer's here with the Ace of Pentacles on its heads and the 4 of Wands. I feel like you want to master a celebration or a get-together. Or it's almost like you want to meet somebody that's, I don't want to say in your shoes, but willing to tie your shoes and you're willing to tie theirs. Kind of energy like that is what it's showing me. Show me something else for Gemini. You've been probably focused a lot on work and wanting to focus on love. I feel like you've also been trusting your emotions a little bit more than you're used to, which might have made you a little bit emotional from time to time, or made you feel a little rocky with your emotions in the past couple, I'm going to say about 2 months, maybe a month and a half. Something about your emotions may have felt a little bit up and down, a little more than normal. This is going to make sense to the Gemini who either has children or does a lot for their children. So if you have children, you're probably doing a lot for them. or you've done a lot for them and you've tried to do as much as you can. You may even been doing it feeling like you're not getting the support you need. I feel like passion's been on your mind. You've been trying to focus on the things of love that are going to make you happy. Something about, I'm over it. Passion, passion, passion. Passion is like, right. It's almost like reeking out of your pores kind of energy. Something about, that you may have dealt with something that you felt like you couldn't trust at some point that was heartbreaking. I feel like you're not letting that be your focus right now. I feel like you're okay with the judgments. You're wanting to move things, or see momentum build, have stronger outcomes in relationships. You have a relationship read completely. I feel like you're looking for the happiness in the relationship. I feel like it's been on your mind consecutively, consistently, and it's not stopping. Emotionally, I feel like you haven't been getting the drop that you want, and I feel like it's made you tired, or you haven't wanted to stress that out, or you've been tired of waiting. Something about temperance in the Fool card is I feel like you've been waiting for something to happen, something to ignite. The Hermit's here. As far as career goes, you're not in bad shape. I don't know. Is it like an air sign thing? Gemini, you're in pretty good shape with a career situation or building towards something better than you might have saw out to see. The awareness card. Clarify the moon for Gemini, please. You may be dealing with an air sign or a water sign that gets on your fucking nerves at work. The King of Pentacles stresses you the fuck out kind of energy. Fuck that fucker. All right, the Empress, the Hangman. Whether it's a woman or a female that's doing that bullshit to you, I feel like you're sick of feeling this way or battling them. Fucking over it. You're done with the battling. This is the fucker at work. You're sick of the battles. You feel like they're toxic as shit. And you might want to make a decision, or need to make a decision on how you approach it or what you do with it, my dear Gemini. Something about you'll figure out how to get the balance. You're going to figure out how to get the balance. I feel like you may have to tell a person no, or stand your ground a little bit more. You may even have more support behind you than you actually recognize or believe in those circumstances. The fuck? All right. So yours told me like you want to go towards love, or the excitement of tying somebody else's shoe, somebody else tying your shoe, or the value of a lover giving you the love, you giving them the love, yada, yada, yada. But then it went into work. It went like heavy, full force into, you've got a belligerent asshole, whether it's a woman or a man, who is not very supportive at work or just gets under your skin kind of reading is what it was telling me. And I feel like that, and you've got to figure out what you're going to do to make the best of it. And I do feel like the ball is I feel like if it was a tennis ball, it's your turn to swing, and your swing's a lot stronger than theirs. Keep that in the back of your mind for whatever Gemini that might make sense to. All right. Give me something else for Gemini. Gemini, please. What will happen next? What will happen next for Gemini? Strength card. Clarify the Hangman reversed. It's judgment time for you. I get it. And then there's the death card. We're going to talk about that in a minute because it keeps showing me. If it shows me the card a bunch of times, it's letting me know I should say something, and I kind of hold back sometimes. This is one of those times. It's the third or fourth time I've seen it. But that tells me something totally different. I'll go off of what I was thinking a minute ago. So the strength card with the Hangman reversed, to the Five of Wands, to the Two of Wands, to the Knight of Swords reversed, to the Three of Swords reversed. That's stress. And I feel like this has, it's like an unwanted stress in your life. And it does feel like this could soar around a business or a career. Something makes me feel like business or career when I stare down at this card. The Five of Swords with judgment, I feel like you're going to have to just kind of let it be what it is and make a final judgment outcome to the situation. Have a death and rebirth of it so you can put it behind you and not let it get the best of you. Something may feel out of balance or feel like it's treachery, not trustworthy, something against trusting it or knowing it's there. You may feel like something's trying to either dull your shine or take the spotlight away from you. Don't let it get to you. Something about don't let it get to you. And don't really hesitate to make a judgment call on what you got to do. I also want you to know that death card, when it comes to a career situation, what I was picking up on that card when I kept seeing it was you're going to probably have very good ideas that manifest from now to June. Something about from now to June, whether you were born in May of June, whenever you were born, Gemini, in May and June, like anything you put constructively out there, whether it's on paper or spoken out, it's going to look good and until your season comes in. It's almost like people are gonna really value what you have to say or your practice. I don't know. Here we go. Let's keep going. The moon. Are you aware that you're putting in a fight? It could be against a man. You could feel like there's a man that's not listening to you, or you could feel like it's not making things feel easy. Something about making things not feel easy. I do feel like it's testing your patience. I do feel like someone's trying to test you, and I don't feel like they know what they're doing. It could be a water sign, by the way. I'm getting a lot of water energy, and I'm getting a lot of air energy. Water, air, water, air. It's like a theme. Air again, water again. Now we got earth, air, water. It's all air and water, whatever the fuck's going on. The Seven of Swords. There's somebody that's not trustworthy. Air and water again. And it's an air or water sign that's fucking bothering you. This is what the reading's telling me. You have an air or water sign that's getting under your fucking skin. So there's another air sign, and it could be like a water sign man and an earth and an air sign man or something like that bullshit. The Hierophant, the Victory, and then there's the Lady. So there's things that may make you feel like, I just get this, I feel unappreciated, or I feel like this person wants me to go in a direction and learn something, but they don't open up, or they're very guarded to change. So is somebody asking for you to change, but they're not fucking changing? Because that's what it looks like. Two of Swords, King of Cups. Emotionally, don't let it bother you. And I'm going to tell you one more time. Could definitely be an air or a water sign that you're dealing with this bullshit with, all right? Don't let it get to you. Don't let it fucking stress you out. Fuck that. Go off and enjoy life. Do things that are going to make you happy. If someone's being foolish or isn't keeping their eye on the prize, that's not your problem. This is what you wanted from the get-go when I started reading you, was to emotionally go towards building that contentment in a relationship. Don't let anybody put you in the fucking corner. Fuck that. Tell them fuck the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Show how predominantly skillful you are and be emotionless to how they feel, because it's what they've been doing to you. Sometimes you have to give people a taste of their own fucking medicine for them to learn, boundaries or what's mine is mine for the taking. What you have. But don't ever forget what I had to offer to the table, or how much I come towards the table and I'm appreciated. That's always important. Have that belief. And I'm telling you, the biggest factor you're going to have to work with from now to your birthday, while you have these great ideas, trusting those ideas and not letting this person get the best of you or burn out your patience. Don't let them burn out your patience. Don't let them get you feeling down. Fuck that bullshit. You're better than that. I want to see you smiling. I want them to be like, why do they always get this? And I always feel like I'm getting stabbed in the asshole. That's how it needs to go. Cut that shit out of your mind. Don't let anybody fuck with your happiness. And I'm going to tell you that once again, don't let anybody play with your happiness mentally at all. Don't be exhausted over situations that you shouldn't be showing emotions, or don't be giving too much. Sometimes you got to learn to say no. Pull back the reins. I'm not going to open up like that. I'm not going to be damaged like that. Fuck those burdens. And I feel like that's what you're going through. I just feel like you have a little itty bitty voice and you're not saying it as much as you fucking should be. Guess what? In love situations, I feel like you're going to start going after balance, or people are going to start admiring the work you've put in, like put down on the table or over the years. Something about over the years. Anytime you get anxious, think of something positive to come out of that anxiety or fear, or something that you love or know you would love to do. Focus on that and focus on the momentum of that, my dear Geminis. That brings you groundedness and balance. That keeps the negative no-sayers down in the dumps away from you, or that exposes the individuals for who the fuck they are, kind of energy. It's not the end of the world to say no, and it's also not the end of the world for you to speak your mind or your piece. And I do feel like you've moved on from situations where you've had no choice but to let go of things you couldn't work together or build. They just weren't working with you. But I feel like other things are pulling at you, and I feel like you've been aware of it. And emotionally, is it really worth being disgusted or upset about? No. I feel like you're learning, I need to move towards something that's going to make me happy. What's going to make me happy, Gemini? You're going to make yourself happy with going towards love and trusting the process. I feel like you got a really good reading. I feel like I was going to give you the other cards, but I like kind of went a little heavy set on that for you. So you're done. That's all you get. I hope you liked it. All right. God damn, Gemini. I do feel like you've had a little bit of a tug. It almost feels like you've had like a tug of war going on over here, and then it stopped just for a tug of war to come over here, like the air signs over here, like, hi, I'm here to fuck your shit up. Not you, but another air sign. And then the water, like, that stops and you get a hold of that. And then a water sign comes over, like, I'm here to drown you, bitch, kind of energy. And I feel like all you care about is motherfucking change. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing. Let's keep rolling. Here we go. You made me kind of want a cigarette. I feel like I felt the anxiety like in my chest, or maybe it's all the sugar in this fucking drink. I don't know, but it's one of the two. Holy shit, I got like anxiety in like my heart. I didn't like that. That's like, woof. I'm not very anxious of a person. So whatever the fuck, unless it's that sugar dancing around my heart and shit, like, we're gonna get you, bitch. I don't know. Definitely need a cigarette though. Holy hell. Whew. Okay. Libra, we're gonna do you next. I hope it's better than the last time I read for you. Can't guarantee it. I really hope so. I'm gonna try not to get annoyed if it's the same one. I've noticed when a zodiac sign is going through hard shit, it's harder for me to get out of that energy for them because they're struggling to get themselves out of that energy. So when I come out and I read, and then a week or two later, it used to come out a lot more frequent. But when I did, it would be a lot more of the same story over and over again. And I'm like, I don't want the repetitive shit. I want a story to hit home, but I also want to see changes evolve or happen, you know, and good, healthy ones at that. All right. Libra. Oh, no, I lit the cigarette for Libra. They're all going to run away. Libra's like, oh, shit, he's prepared already. This reading's going to suck. He's got the cigarette in his mouth and everything. No. I'm not going to say shit. I'm just going to shut up, let my heart calm down, come back to normal, like palpitations, because it's like dancing, and try not to get smoke in my eye while I shuffle. It is random order today. I do usually go in order. Lewis. Is that Lewis or Louise? Anywho, I usually do go in order, but right now it's on Libra. Libra, I'm going to give it to you. I do feel like you're going to start opening up emotionally towards opportunities or investing more. Not only in things of other, I get two things on Libra's energy. And I did feel I'm cheating. I got this, but you're like the only zodiac sign I decided to fucking play with kind of heavy set before coming out here. I did get the energy. You're going to involve yourself to more things, whether it's staying busy on tasks with situations that you enjoy. But I also feel like it stems around others you care for or you want to see succeed as well. I feel like you become a little more vulnerable to other people from now until like the end of the summertime. I feel like you start to engage more with people. You get a little more excited, a little more invested. I get this invested energy on Libra. I was getting it before I came out here. Let's keep rolling. Why do I feel like you are investing so hard on yourself that you recognized, you know what, I want to invest on other things that are important to me? It feels like that's what happened with you. Some of you, it's happening right now. Some of you, it's happening right now. It's just the early stages of it. Give it from now to the end of the summer, because for whatever reason for you, this is going on for several months. I'm not seeing it stop or drop off. Here we go. Out for a while. Some of you are going to look for a new career. Others of you will be looking for a new career, or could be right now looking for more independence. But it feels like a brand new career, a brand new start in career for you. There might have been a lot of uncertainty on which career to jump to. What's going to motivate me? What's going to work out? Like, what's going to make you happy? Something like that. What did you just see that? Did you just see that orb in my screen? I think it just showed up in front of you guys. Do you see how big that was? Holy shit. That thing almost blinded me. Here we go. That was pretty sweet. You're going to emotionally recognize the things that have upset you aren't worth your fucking time. They're not. The Ten of Swords. Anytime you felt emotionally damaged or mentally conflicted in the past, you're going to release this. This is you letting go. This is you getting sick of feeling like you have to fend it all the time. Or basically, I feel like you've been feeling like you have to try to take the lead too much, and it hasn't been showing any advantage, or anytime it's caused you anxiety, fear, regret. I've tried to hide that from the public, from the world. I didn't want them to see me for how I really felt. I didn't want them to know how basically kind of knew how things were going on and or how you were feeling inside, but you weren't expressing it. This is for the Libra that knows they haven't expressed that feeling, and now you're recognizing, instead of focusing on the things that I know are bothering me, that I wasn't really trying to let the world see. I need to focus on the things of matter. Something like that's the stability, and that's the practical thinking I feel like you want to move towards. We got to go to the bottom. Happiness, Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Four of Swords upright, and then the Seven of Cups reversed. So I don't feel like it's your imagination taking flight. I feel like you're recognizing that there's too many things that have happened that have been out of my control, and I have to release them and just be a better version of myself for others, and hope it kind of reflects back towards me. You have this, I need it to reflect back towards me, but I want to do it right. Energy. You have this, I want to do it right. You do feel, though, this is for the Libra who either you feel like somebody cut you completely out emotionally, or you have been trying to hide your emotions on how you feel about a situation. Some of you, it's about the placement at work. It's work and love for you. Something about work and love has been something that you've wanted to put a lot of work towards. Work, love, and family are like are going to make you feel abundant and appreciative and emotionally content right now. The Fool reversed is, I feel like it's recognizing when you've felt like things were starting to move or starting to grow, you were getting a little bit of fiery passion about them. You're recognizing they weren't working out, or I got to move away from them, or I got to start all over. You just didn't want to do that. Something about, I didn't want to have the anxiety or fear over the situation. I feel like you're recognizing, if it didn't work out, I can trust that the next process will work out. I can move on. I can be solid. Something about, I need to stay solid, grounded while I'm moving on. Knight of Wands. Anything that made you feel conflicted or if you felt outed, you're letting it go. This is to telling you you're letting it go. You could also be letting go of a broken heart, of a love situation. Something that might have hurt you. Could have been another air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could have been an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. The only other sign I would definitely say, maybe a water sign. But I feel like it was an earth sign or an air sign. Whatever just wasn't working out. The communication wasn't solid, was broken. It was all like off the wall, back and forth. It's definitely earth or air sign. Keep getting earth and air. It's doing the same theme that just happened to Gemini, but now you're getting earth and air, Libra. I feel like you had to make decisions, and you're going to have to make a lot more decisions. Some of you, it's about what you invest in going forward. And I feel like on the love constraint of things, or if love's been conflicted, you're going to open up a little bit to the things that do bring you excitement that you may not speak on. That could be for a Libra guy, by the way. That could be some or a Libra woman that's got like balls of steel, something like that. Anything that's not worth fighting for, I feel like what you're going to do is you're going to recognize it for what it is, and you're just going to try to heal it or move away from it. You're looking for changes. I feel like you've went through enough sacrifice. You're not willing to move back towards like a broken battle, a wounded scar. I don't feel like you want to, I'm over it. You don't want to be wounded. And I feel like you want to focus on what you can manifest. You might feel as if the past didn't serve to do enough, or I feel like what it did is it opened your mind up and your heart a little bit. I feel like it showed you who you are. It reminded about the passion you have and making the correct choices for everybody that you invest in or invests in you. I feel like it kind of things went full circle on your ass. And I feel like you can't lie about knowing that the best victories to have haven't happened yet. And you're waiting to see the outcome. You're waiting for this. You're waiting for the happiness, not just for you, but for those you care about. Something like that. You may not be having much communication or feeling like things are growing. They're just not moving rapidly, is what this is telling me. Have patience, be strong, trust the decision, and don't focus on any negativity right now. It's not worth the fucking burden, is what it tells me. You're going to have to be the one who stands up, stands tall. That's how Libra, my dear Libras, you get balance. So when it comes to a lover, you may also feel like something of the past emotionally. What is this telling me? Emotionally, you learned how to accept it for an ending, how to become grounded or to work towards your own happiness and fortune. I don't feel like you're going to let judgments get the best of you. I also feel like if you were upset or you had sorrow in your heart, you're letting that go. You may have been taken for a roller coaster ride. Emotionally, I feel like you're saying no to that. Emotionally, I feel like last card, I feel like you're learning how to say no or pull your emotions back to yourself. You kind of I feel like you got like humble pie. Kind of like I got humbled down into recognizing, there was a lot I hated about the situation, but there was a lot I didn't reflect on my end. I feel like you kind of matured yourself out of a situation, but I also see you looking for a lot of forward growth with people around you that you trust, and with forward growth in career. Something like that seems imperatively important, extremely important to you, is what I'm picking up for Libra. Here we go. All right. Libra, you are done. No, you're not. I'll give you a little more. It's just because I can. Libra, give me something else for Libra, please. I don't know what it's going to say. I'm so curious. Too fucking curious. Give me something for Libra. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever it's got to be. Give me one little more message for Libra, please. What will happen next for Libra signs? Show me something for the zodiac sign of Libra. What do we got for them? You're going to start manifesting things that I get the energy that things that need to work out will work out for the better. The Ace of Swords and the Star card, I feel like the things that your imagination that you want to see work out for the better still can. Somebody needs to hear that. If you've been feeling like things have been hard, or the celebrations or the committal energy hasn't been there or been appreciative of you, I feel like you're straightening that out. I feel like Page of Swords, if you felt cut away from it or like it walked away from you, I feel like you're going to start speaking your piece or involving yourself. Things that didn't work out in the past, you're not going to let them get in the way. I do feel like the past was hard to contend with. For you to get the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands upright, that tells me it was hard to, the Hermit reversed, it was hard to let this go. Two of Swords, you made the decision. Page of Cups, not to emotionally feel burdened. Eight of Pentacles, you may have felt a little stressed out. I get like in a home environment or a career setting where it felt like you weren't getting the victory that you were looking to get. The Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, and the Tower. That's why I feel like you've learned how to put down the burdens. And now you're looking for the lightning strike of change. Luck to be on your side, maybe, or just to see the momentum of stuff change. And I do feel like it's starting to, I feel like you're becoming part of that change. I feel like these first two cards, initiate me understanding, you're getting that change and you're going after that change for Libra. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move on. Whew. Who do we move on to though? Anybody want to, let's think about this for a minute. Part of me wants to go right to fire. The other part of me is like Earth. So we might do Earth next. I think Earth makes sense. So let's do Earth. All right. Earth signs. We'll start backwards with you. Capricorn. Here we go. Capricorn. What's the message? What do you want to say to Capricorn? Zodiac sign of Capricorn. What do we got for that? Ooh. Capricorn. What are you going to tell us? What will happen next for Capricorn? Something about you're definitely not willing to stick around for the things that have bothered you in the past. It's kind of like you've thrown that into the pond and it's cemented its way to the bottom of the pond. Like you're not going to let the past. I'm over this. Look at this, the bottom of the deck. You're not going to let the past be a problem. I feel like if there was something that was weighing you down, or if there was a treasure of the past that was bothering you, that treasure of the past is down in the drink. I feel like you're not letting that be a problem. You also may focus on looking for communication. If it doesn't come at you to where you feel you can work with it, you'll just walk away from it. You could struggle to believe somebody's in it to win it with you for the best reasons. That may be because of things you've dealt with in the past or how you were treated in a relationship. Whatever. Let's keep going. The Strength card, the World. I do feel like you're moving on. I just feel like you're being very, very cautious about how you move forward, how you trust people, how you initiate a love exchange with a person. I just don't see you wanting to deal with something happen in the same order it's happened and then have to cut yourself free from it. I just get like you're not willing to, it doesn't excite you to put work in if you feel like you know it's going to be the same thing that lands on its head and is not a victory. You're more going towards changes. You're going to be very, very precise with communication. You also may be, I get on the go a lot. Something with this card is you moving around a lot or having the opportunity to be in multiple areas more than normal. Did anybody see? I gotta ask. Did anybody see that big fucking orb fly by my head, or was it just? I just saw another white one go right in front of the screen as I was saying it, or am I just crazy or some shit? Like that fucker was huge. I don't know what time it was, but it was huge. Did anybody catch that shit? All right. As far as celebrations go for you, you're gonna have opportunities, but I feel like you're gonna really wanna. I feel like you're really going to try to hone in on if this person's being honest with something about honest with you. 5 of Cups and the High Priestess. It could be an air water sign. Definitely a water sign potential. Knight of Wands. Something about you're going to have to be extremely attracted to I don't usually read like this, but I got the energy with what it's showing me. Whatever sign they are, earth sign, air sign, water sign, fire sign, you're going to have to be extremely attracted to them. Or they're going to have to like have the looks and like know how to have the looks and know how to verbally like arouse you. Whatever the fuck that's about. Like something like they've got to have it all or I want none of it. And I felt like I was dealing with like a fellow Leo just being bold and precise when I was getting that energy on you. It's like they've got to have everything I want or I want nothing. And it's like so cut and dry. And it's like you're not joking. Like I'd be drinking my drink, like listening and stuff, listening to you talk, like about to have a sip of my drink and I'm about to spit my drink back in the cup because I can't believe how fucking dead ass serious you are. Something like that is what I see around your energy. Here we go. What the hell? I kind of like it, but it kind of surprised the shit out of me, to be honest. Here we go. They've got to have it all. King of Pentacles reversed. You could be feeling tired or not wanting to stress about situations. Some of you could be knowing you want to travel, or you're going to be moving soon, or you're going to need to relocate soon. You could be not wanting to stress about the environment or the situation, the living situation you're in. Something about a living situation, or feeling like it's just not giving you enough to make you happy or want to stick around. I get that energy on you with the King of Pentacles reversed, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Wands. I do feel like a bored and up, like you're bored, and maybe that's why you have you been putting thoughts into maybe relocating, or knowing it might be the best thing to go towards manifestation with. The Emperor reversed, Seven of Pentacles. What are you trying to be patient with? Letting things go. I feel like you've already learned how to become patient with letting things go, with the Five of Pentacles reversed and with your card in the reverse position. I do feel like you haven't really moved in a situation that's given you the balance you've been happy to build. Something about you want to see it happen. It just hasn't been showing up. The happiness hasn't, it hasn't shown up. I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that stability is not there. Emotionally supportive for you. And I also feel like the area you're in, you're feeling like it doesn't do anything for you. Maybe on the love factor, career could be good where you are, but I feel like you want more, or you could get more somewhere else, or maybe that's the thoughts you're going to be having. Something like that's going on. Here we go. Seven of Swords. Why is that here? Anything that I feel the necessary need to say, anything that bothered you in the past, you're not going to really want to commit to letting it be a problem. Any stress factors, whether it was people, definitely if it was people, or whether it was believing in a situation, or being invested in the right situation, you're not going to play the wounded warrior. You're not going to let things get the best of your emotions. Not right now. You're going to focus on the wheel. You're going to focus on this Ten of Pentacles energy. You're going to focus on what's going to make you happy, and where am I supposed to be? Something about where am I supposed to be? I feel like you're very uncertain. I feel like you're back and forth on, should I sit my ass down, or should I flip the card around and spring the fuck out of here? Should I head for the hills, or should I stay here? As far as love goes, I don't think the love has been finding you, or you haven't been finding it. And I do feel like that has a big part of you wanting to move towards a different area or relocate. Some of you could be somewhere you're familiar with. Something like that's popping up in my head. The Knight of Swords, you may just take action on it. You may emotionally recognize there's nothing here for me. I've got to go. I've got to get out of the situation. You might be trying to make peace right now with what's going to make sense or how to do it. What are you aware about, though? Let's clarify the aware card. You're aware. I feel like you're aware that whatever you decide, you can trust your decision. This is what that tells me. There's a decision you're going to have to make. So whether it's letting somebody close to you again and fighting off that energy of worrying about what had happened in the past coming towards you the same way, whether it's something you getting over that, or it's you recognizing I just need to get into an area where I'm happy, I'm content, I can start over brand new. It's almost like you want to pick up a business where it's at, bring it with you, or if you don't bring it with you, start over in that, succeed in that, and try to find love at the same time. Something about intuitively you feel like you're missing out, and you don't want to be missing out anymore. I don't know. And I feel like if you're going through anything like that, you can trust it. If you haven't reached what you can trust or gotten balance on what to trust, I do feel like you're going to come to the conclusion. I do feel like you're going to get like that. You're going to figure out the problem, the issue here. Some of you, it's a love thing. Anytime I ask about you, it makes me feel like you're sick of fighting on your own. This is a single Capricorn's reading. You can't tell me I'm married. You can't tell me I'm happily in a relationship. Because if you think I'm reading you, you probably don't watch enough tarot. All right. I might be getting bits and pieces that make sense to you, but not a whole hell of a lot. Here we go. Here we go. Give me something else for Capricorn. What is needed to be said to Capricorn? That was fast. You're not going to want to fight or argue. You're not going to really focus on things that you've put behind you. And I also feel like I feel like you have a very, very strong awareness of not to let things that have bothered you in the past come forward with you in the next relationship. That is beautiful. I'm not gonna. So if there were things that made you feel kicked to the curb or unexcited or undervalued, I don't feel like you're carrying that into the next love equation. I don't see you doing that. The 5 of Wands reversed, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you're leaving that boat or that burden behind you. The Ace of Cups, you've let the sorrows or the tears develop, or the emotional experience, put you down on your knees. You're over it. This tells me I'm over it. I'm done with it. It can't come for the ride. And look, what came back out again. And you're trusting yourself, and you're trusting that you know it. Good. So you're probably very intuitive at this time, and you're probably recognizing that the only person that's going to put the work in towards doing the right things for themselves or boss up the way they're supposed to is you. I feel like you've learned a lot of hard lessons, and now you're just focusing on the things you can manifest. And I feel like these thoughts run through your mind daily, a lot. I feel like whether you daydream, you get the minute to think to yourself, you think about them, and they may just come in for a quick, brief moment and be gone after. But this is something that it should excite you to see victories coming towards you, or for you to move towards victories. You should be excited about this. Some of you could have been hung up on a fire sign, or a fire sign was hung up on you. Others of you, it could have just been a nagging battle with a fire or a water sign. More water, Knight of Cups, changes, the Tower, 10 of Pentacles. You might not have been the right fit. Something about you guys might not have been the right fit, or not had enough patience to develop the situation to land solid growth. Whoever this is for, you don't communicate with this person now. Definitely could be an earth sign, a water sign, earth sign. Definitely a water sign or an earth sign for you, that it could be. I don't feel like you're emotionally bothered by it. I do feel like it did sting, but I feel like you've cut yourself free from it. I do feel like you're going to focus on stability for quite some time. I also feel like you're going to start focusing on having something about knowing you need to take action with getting out or doing more. Not sitting back, not doing as much. I feel like you were sitting back from the crowd, and it was affecting your happiness, and you're not going to let that continue anymore. You've been holding yourself back, is what it's telling me, and you're going to start speaking your piece and knowing your value and putting yourself in front of those situations that can bring something healthy to you. The Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups reversed to 2 of Wands. I feel like you have no... You owe it to yourself, is what this reading's telling me. The Chariot's reversed, the Wheel of Fortune's reversed, and the 5 of Cups. You don't want to feel sitting back like I could have done, I should have, could have, would have, should have attitude. It's time. It's time to make a decision. It's time to choose a direction, and you're gonna work at it. That tells me you're gonna start working towards it. Whether it's landing your ass over here, staying comfortable where you are, and just changing the way you respond to shit, or the way you invest in things that bring in happiness. So maybe socially, you're going to become a little more socially involved, because that's what it looks like. That's honestly what it looks like to me. All right. Okay. How is everybody? I never checked. Did people say they saw that shit? Let's see. That's probably way up there. I talk too much. Yes, I saw it. We saw it. I saw it. Yes, it was huge. Yeah, it was. I'm replaying this shit. That's worth replay. That sucker was as big as my head. I saw it like move up my shoulder, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it was huge. It went right. If you're wondering, it looked like a giant orb went right up my chest, right beside this thing. And then later on through the video, a white one, tiny white one, as I was talking about it, flew up in front of my face. It was wild that I saw the white one. The other one was unavoidable. I was like, I've never seen one that big in my life. Like, that was ridiculous. Shit looked like that behind the dude. I swear to God, if you saw it, it looked like that behind the dude. Float right up in here and go like this. You have to replay it to see that shit. Anywho. Here we go. I've never seen one that big. Neither have I. The shit fucking made my head look small. All right. Here we go. The fact that I saw one is like as big as what was behind the dude on in whatever card was that one of my favorite cards. But thank you for the super chat. But the fact that it was bigger than my head, and then I saw like this little itty bitty thing that's like smaller than the scar on my forehead, I'm like, come on, what are the chances? All right, we gotta figure out who we're gonna read next. All right, who are we gonna read next? So I did Cappy. Virgo. Here we go. Oh, it tastes. I used to like that shit. It doesn't taste good anymore. I don't like it anymore. I tried to drink one the other day. I bought 2 of them because they were like cheaper than dirt compared to what they usually cost. And I'm like, I liked it at first because of citrus taste. Now it tastes like shit to me. Ugh. So we'll freshen up with coffee. Oh, I came prepared. Ooh, kind of, sort of. I should have brought a paper towel down because that shit is sweating. Turn this that way because it's burning my legs up. Here we go. Virgo. What's the message for Virgo? What will happen next for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Show me something for Virgo, please. Oh, I'm doing it. I wanted to do it. So, some of you Virgos, there's 2 stories here. I've already got 2 stories for Virgo. Okay. So some of you Virgos are not letting anything dull your shine when it comes to being happy with yourself, with where you are right now. Some of you have also let go of things that make you unhappy in love. There goes another one. Another orb just went right down my face. All right. Some of you have, and I don't have no fucking like, there's no fucking dust in here or nothing like that. I ain't making shit appear. I'm fucking not a magician. I'm not going to pull a rabbit out of my ass. None of that's going to happen. But right here. So the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. I feel like you're really starting to be in a position where you're recognizing, I know my worth towards love situations. I know what I needed to let go towards love situations. And you're staying very content with it. I do feel like you're staying content with it. I do have this itch energy on you though, where you want the love situation to change. I just get like I'm over it. It's the 3rd or 4th time Temperance card. You may not have the patience to wait for that love situation. I feel like you want to see that boat arrive and it's just not showing up, or it just isn't the right time. I do feel like you're loving on yourself, right? Or loving on how you had to let go of things and what you've learned for them, how you had to respect the situation to the best that you could, accept things for what they are, not really be so, I don't know what the right word is, spiteful, overzealous, angry, bitter, something like that. Like you don't want that bullshit. I don't feel like you want that bullshit, but I do feel like you would like to have the contentment of a love situation show up. Something about you would like to see arrive. For you to get that, for me to see the Temperance card that much and almost use it as your first card and stop myself, I'm like, nope, screw that. Give it to him the way you're seeing it. Are you doing a lot of things on your own, Virgo? Because I feel like you are. I feel like you're trying to get balance on your own. I feel like you may have felt as if somebody left you to do a lot of the work on your own. This is whether you're a single Virgo lady with no children or you have kids. Okay. What else is going on? Something about the 10 of Pentacles. There's been a lot of work and changes you've been hoping to see happen. A lot of death and rebirth. A lot of things you want to see manifest. I just feel like you've been feeling like you're getting slighted when it comes to things emotionally changing for your better, for the sake of the better good, whether it's for you, for the ones you care for the parties invested is how I'm going to leave that. And I feel like you've been more zoned in on that than anybody around you understands how well you've been paying attention to it. You also have probably been trying to figure out what you're going to do that's going to bring in a little more money. Something about wanting to bring in more money to the table, or making sure you focus on things you've already invested in, putting time into that. I feel like you're doing that. And I also feel like some of you are looking to create more abundance out of your time. Utilize your time to make you more money. Something like that's going on is what it's showing me with Virgo. spending your time to build more. I'm done. I'm over it. Something about money is all over you. I feel like you've learned that even if people won't appreciate you for what you have to offer or what you believe in, something about your belief system, you're not going to let it emotionally upset you or drain you. You're just going to kind of let it pass you by like an eclipse passes the moon. You may also start wanting to see communication happen in love, or passionate new beginnings start to shift for you. I feel like this is something that you think about quite often. Five of Wands. Anytime you've had to fight with situations or you felt like they weren't treating you right, I feel like you're finally saying enough is enough. I'm not going to pay any mind to it. I'm going to let it be what it is. It's emotionally not going to beat me to death. I'm not doing that. I'm more excited about the thrills of life, the new enjoyments. But I do feel like you're still putting a lot of work and effort into not letting things stress you out, or doing everything on your own, or starting on your own, or taking care of young ones even. Anything that comes at you toxic, I feel like you're like, nope, back the fuck away from me. If you don't come in and you don't come in with true stability, you know how you're going to respond to that? You're going to say, I'm moving the fuck on. I ain't got time for it. Your wheel can sit right there. My wheel's still spinning. I'm going to still move this wheel. It has a lot to do with passion and what's behind it. And putting passion and emotion at your disposal. So you're wanting it to show up for you, or you're wanting to move towards it, is what the reading's telling me. King of Swords. There's a Virgo out there that knows if this comes in towards you, the person you dealt with, they're not going to like it, or they're going to try to be a pain in the ass. So it might be somebody that tries to step back in your shit because they hear, oh, well, Virgo's happy, or Virgo's dating this person, and now they think it's worth their 2 cents to butt in because they used to be with Virgo. Don't pay any mind to it. Don't lose any sleep over it. Fuck that. You've already worked through all these hard burdens. Something about that. And it does feel like that's a woman. Like a woman's going to deal with that with a man. Just tell him no, or to mind his business. So like, be gone. Get shoe fly. Kind of like, we had our time. We opened up, we had the light for a while. We might have had the children. But as far as that goes, I'm putting the work in where it belongs. And I'm not going to let you put me in a position where I don't feel worthy, or I feel like my health or the stress of a situation is overbearing. I feel like you're aware of this. Some of you, it's a lover or it's a mother, something like that. I feel like you're moving away from anything that made you feel like it was putting you dead in your tracks. Basically, like if she was in like the Everglades and there was a problem where she was stuck, that boat wouldn't move. You're making sure that boat doesn't stay stuck. You don't want to be held down. You don't want to be in a position where you feel like you can't move. You want to just stay focusing on abundant energy, but also finding a true love connection. Like that's big to you. Things that have hurt you are now at the waist, below the waist, or completely irrelevant towards you. You're not really looking at them like it's a problem anymore. I feel like you're just trying to figure out how to balance everything out and stay happy as days go by. What is the moon is here? The Four of Cups. You're going to find a man. It's telling me you're either a woman that's going to find a man, or a man's going to find a woman, is what it's telling me. So the things you want are looking for you as well. The moon and the Two of Swords. The things that you've thought of or that you care about emotionally, the minute you stop putting the effort in, all of a sudden something wants to come trickling by. Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Something passionate starts. A new offer is going to show up for you. Something about a new offer may show up. 10 of Cups. The past, keep showing me the past. Somebody of the past may not like it, or may try to put their 2 cents in. Don't let them get close to it. That's not theirs to be talking about or dealing with. Just put your foot down, be the magician, and take on the responsibility of the happiness you deserve. All right? And take the risk. Somebody needs to hear you. Go after the risks. If it excites you, it may be worth a turn, or worth the time. Only you're going to know if it's worth the time. And you may have to be patient with the way you approach it, or who you trust to approach it towards. That's all I'm going to say for Virgo. Here we go. Whew. Virgo. All right. Taurus in a minute. I need coffee. Okay. Definitely need more than that. Taurus, what's going to be your message? We shall see. All right. You got the Lovers when I split the deck in half, and the Queen of Wands. Some of you could be had your mind on a Gemini or a fire sign. The fuck? Or vice versa. Here we go. I don't know. Let's see what we get. Taurus. What's the message? What happened next for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Passion. You're going to look towards passion. You're going to look towards getting better communication. I feel like you're going to really start trusting the direction you head in when it comes towards love. You also may have a love offer coming towards you. If I had to assume the love sign for you, it's a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Some of you have to trust if you want to open that door up again, whatever that's about. Maybe it's about making the decisions. If it's worth your effort or if it's worth your time, if the investment feels true or tried or what. I feel like you're going to put the work in to make the right decision. The Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Swords, I feel like you're going to make the right decision, whether you decide to move towards a love situation and say it's for me, or you decide to say this isn't for me. Some of you... Some of you may have had an ex try to communicate with you, or they may try to show up. I don't feel like they're going to get a very good hello. I don't feel very determined, like strong, or trust your determination with their... I don't feel like you trust them. Something about I don't trust them. The Two of Cups and the Strength is reversed. The Four of Wands, the King of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. I feel like you don't trust them. Definitely could be an air, fire, or water sign that you may not trust. As far as you going towards the situation... I feel like you're going to stay grounded and go towards things that make you feel like appreciate you or are willing to work with you. Things that you've worked with that are behind you may stay behind you. Something about it may stay behind you. With the World card and the King of Pentacles, I do feel like you may have been feeling like you're picking up momentum and then it's falling off from time to time as well. Clarify anything, Taurus. It's telling me, this is going back into what I told you like a week ago. You've been trying not to stress out with situations around you. Stress has been a huge theme. Queen of Cups reversed, the Magician reversed, the Ten of Pentacles might be around money. The Hangman's reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed again, and the Five of Pentacles. Or you're not, so there's a situation around you there's a health situation around you that's stressing you out, whether it's yours or somebody you care about, or there's a money situation that's stressing you out, is what it keeps telling me. Some of you could be both. I'm over it. It's just so fucking, there's too much stress here. And I feel like you've been trying to manifest your way out of this, manifest your way to a happier beginning. I feel like you've been trying to open your imagination or use your willpower. I feel like it's been burning your patience a little too much. I feel like you've been trying not to stress out about situations that are out of your control. But you've been stressing out about them and trying to figure out how to get them under control. And this feels like it's been going on for a while for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Page of Wands, victories, Ace of Cups. Every time I read you, I'm getting tired of reading Taurus, because every time I read Taurus, it talks about you wanting victories, wanting to speak or communicate with them. The Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands. And then you getting shoveled shit or dealing with problems. And it's been a theme. The last read was like this. This reading's like this. King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. It's like a loss of direction or feeling the lack of I'm over it. The lack of direction. So you could feel the lack of direction, or the direction that you want to see transpire is not showing up. And I feel like it's driving you nuts, or it's making you feel like everything's just habitually happening over and over again. You may have opportunity with love, but you may also feel like I don't have time for love. So think about, I don't have time for love. I've got so many other things that need to change first before I can even focus on passion. I feel like it has to do with health and career, or your motive, or what's important. Health and career right now, and staying under that and not letting things get the best of your emotions, whether it's stuff you've already dealt with in the past or that's going on right as we speak right now. Something like that's important. Knight of Wands, you may not have had time to have excitement or play in your life. You may have felt like you've walked away from situations that it was smart to do that, But I also feel like the only thing that hasn't walked into your life is all the stress that you were hoping that would go with it. Something about it needed to go with it. And emotionally, I feel like you need a break or a night on the town. I feel like you need a little bit more balance. You may need to feel like you need to find something that makes you feel more deserving of, or actually focuses on you for the right reasons, or pays you correctly, treats you correctly. The Four of Cups, emotionally, you may feel like there's been toxic energy around you, or a situation's been toxic that you haven't been able to get a handle on. I don't feel like you're letting it get the best of you at this point, but I do feel like you're aware of it, and you're tired of seeing the flat tire or not seeing things propel towards the light. Something like that is what I'm getting on. You've probably lost a lot of sleep, or you've been feeling like you're trying to juggle so many areas. Play the boss, play the parent, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. It's exhausting. You're exhausted. It's telling me you're exhausted. Ace of Swords. And you haven't had any time for yourself is what it says. Okay. Not the best one for Taurus, but that's what I got, guys. Taurus, I feel like you've been trying to make time for yourself, but every time you try to commit to something you truly want, something else has been coming up in the way. Or it's been a hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And I just get this tiresome energy off of it. Make it, Jesus, I freaking turn that off, because that one, I don't know. It just feels like it's not planned. Like things aren't falling into the scheme of things the way you were hoping, or they started to, but then they fell off, and now you're trying to straighten it all out again. I definitely see like a ripple effect. It starts to get better just to get worse kind of energy. And I hate to read like that, but that's what it was showing me. Give me a little more for Taurus. You're going to stay focused on things so are the things you put down that you're passionate about? I feel like if they are, you go back to them. I feel like you start speaking about them or going towards them. You're going to either open up your heart or your voice. Either you're going to open up your heart or your voice, or become very decision oriented on what makes you happy, and going after happiness, and being very, very kind of, I don't want to just say strategic, but it's not an unpredictable energy, but it's a very authoritative energy, knowing what you got to do. And once you put the work towards it, I don't feel like it's a bad outcome. I feel like it's a smart thing for you to do. Give me something else. I feel like it's going to make you at peace. I feel like the things around you that have upset you or have messed up your happiness, cut yourself free of them. You don't have to be worried about other things that didn't work out. You got to be worried about the happiness that can work out. I'm telling you, you want to become happy. The only person that's going to make the happiness happen, or the fireworks work, is you. And I think you know that. And I feel like if you put your passion, your mindset, your voice towards it, you win. I feel like say what you got to say and move on. Be the boss. Fell in my lap. Be the boss. Take it kind of like an entrepreneur energy if you have to. Also, trust the process that you can do it all. I don't feel like you think you can't trust the process. I just feel like the process hasn't been working out for you. That's what I got. And I'm not shitting too heavily on you. I mean, I am Taurus moon and rising. So somewhere in there, I probably got some fucking story in there too. So, you know what I'm saying? All right. Who have we done? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, right? We did all three, didn't we? I think we're going to do water signs. We'll do fire signs. Fire signs, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Here we go. What do we got for Sagittarius? I got to shuffle more and drink more coffee. Sagittarius. What will happen next for them? What is the message for Sagittarius? Yep. Here we go. Sagittarius. What will happen next? What's the message for Sagittarius? Here we go. Why do you have the 10 of Pentacles and happiness? What are you striving for? What are you going after? I'm not sure what this is saying yet. Let's see what it says. Oh, that came out. So if all right, so I'm getting a theme. If there's been times with Sagittarius where things weren't making you happy, excuse me, or were stressing you out financially, I feel like you're not letting that bother you. The Page of Wands reversed with the Five of Wands. If it was people that were upsetting you, Sagittarius, Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're getting over that hurdle or letting go. You have like a, I'm not going to worry about the things or the concerns of others. I once gave it thought, but I'm over it. I need to focus on the things that are going to show me the rainbow or make me happy. I got to be emotionally supportive of myself and kind of give back like thanks to myself. You could very well want to see things change for you. Um, if you're focusing on career, you're either gonna be seeing things happen overnight, overnight kind of energy with the sun in reverse. Get like night and day, things are gonna start to change or start to become a little bit easier. Some of you, it's just being more in control of the things that stress you out. The World, the Ten of Swords, and the Empress reversed. I feel like things that might have stressed you out or kept you down in the past no longer can heed your strength, can take it away from you. You say no to it. You're like back off kind of energy. Ace of Pentacles, though, I do feel like you want to see things work out to your advantage. Clarify whatever's going on with all this, with all the Pentacle money, like the money cards and shit. Let me see what's going on. Temperance, you came out. It's telling me you've just got to fair it. You've got to be fair and patient. Clarify more for you because you showed up. Clarify more for Sag. You showed up right after I brought you love. So you may have to be patient with the situation or your surroundings, whether it's believing it that you're in the right environment for love or waiting for love to kind of be. Some of you, it's about love not sparking your interest as much as it used to and getting it back to that beautiful spark. Others of you that are single, it's more or less, am I going to become abundant and am I going to get love? Clarify the Temperance card in the middle. What is going on? If you don't believe you could have it, let me tell you something. Over here, why I said this is because of this. If you feel like you don't think you could have the change, don't think like that. Stay on the up and up. Stay very abundant in your belief system on what you deserve or what is deserving of you. Something like that could be very healthy for you. Page of Swords, Page of Cups could be back and forth on what you believe on or on if it's worth opening up towards. I have like a very hesitant, do I go towards love? Do I leave it? Or do I stay single? So it's like somebody could want to stay celibate, be okay with being celibate, whatever the deal is. It's like they don't care, or they tell themselves they don't care. Three of Pentacles, but they want to see work and growth and stability in love. Four of Cups reversed. The Devil's reversed. Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles. It tells me you want growth, but you're not really worried about it coming towards you or rushing towards it with the balance upright. Nine of Swords. You do think about it because it's upright. The Moon is reversed. The Ace of Swords is reversed. Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. But it tells me you may not do a lot to approach it or let it approach you. Why do I feel like you sit back and you like believe you could have options, but then you don't really want to work towards these options, or you don't feel like the options are sincere for you? It's something. This is a fucking weird reading. I don't know, but I'm getting like it just somebody's holding off or kind of cutting the cord before the cord needs to be cut energy, like acting as if something's too good to be true, but they're not even trying. It's like I'm not trying energy in the whole situation. You ended with this and another card that was telling me you weren't trying. Queen of Pentacles reversed. You're not trying. You're not stressing about it. You want change, though. Here we go. Let's give you a little bit more. I don't understand that. That kind of aggravated me a little bit. It's like, what's the point of that? Page of Wands, the Sun card, Ten of Pentacles again, and the King of Pentacles. So it's like you want balance, but emotionally, I don't feel like you're doing much other than making sure you're confident in yourself and decisions you're going to make. You could be very well trying to make better decisions for yourself, but I do feel like you're still holding back a little bit. The cards don't tell me. I feel it as I'm reading you in my head. It's like something's holding you back. What is it? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from making those strides or those steps away from things? Is it not feeling like you're aware that the passion's out there for the taking? Is it not believing that it can balance itself out? Is it not feeling like you have time for it? Or is it believing that there's nobody that interests you? It's something, it's one of them. Victories. The only person that's going to believe in the victories or get the victories is the person willing to go get them. I need to remind you that, Sagittarius, whether you're a woman or a man, the only person that gets this is the person willing to go after that. Because I feel like in love that you're holding back. I feel like you could fucking talk to me till you're purple in the fucking face, and I would tell you you're lying to yourself. You're holding back. You're not ready, or you're telling you you're not ready, but you want the outcome of the judgment, but you ain't doing a damn thing with it. I don't feel like you're balancing it out, or you're doing shit with it. I feel like you're at a standstill when it comes to building it. You're not moving towards it, but you want it. You need to make decisions emotionally to let go of things that upset you of the past, or telling yourself why it's not worth my time. Why am I not moving towards it? I can't tell you why you're not doing what you're doing. You got to tell yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the one thinking or sitting like this. It's going to be you. All right. The Four of Pentacles, whatever this is about. I feel like your stability and your honor to your own love is important. But I do feel like the past is stopping you from moving forward. Well, what the hell? And you're aware of it. Page of Cups, stop that back and forth energy. Just because you dealt with a lot in the past that may have stressed you out or upset you, so what? You've had time to think about it, play the game. Now go on strong. The more you sit back, I'm going to tell you something. The more you sit back, the more you're going to miss out. The more you're going to have the I wish I did, I wish I should have, could have, would have energy like somebody else had in this reading. I feel like it's time for you not to feel that way and not to stress yourself out with believing situations are non-existent, because it's what it's telling me, that they're just not worth it. The World card, it's like I want it, but I don't trust it. Should I communicate, or is it a waste of my time? Is this my imagination, or do I just not care about it? I'm over the other situation, but why do I think about having something, but I don't go towards it? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want to get it, because it's kind of getting too repetitive for me to want to care. Like, because it's showing me you don't care, or you display that energy. Is it a display? Is it for show? What is it? It feels very touch and go. And I feel like you got to get out of that touch and go energy. Point blank, that's what the problem. Get out of the touch and go energy. It's not soothing you. It's not helping you. If anything, some of you have worked towards wanting to take the risks, but you think about it, but you don't actually initiate them. That's what I'm getting. Okay, we're done. We're done. All right. Coffee. All right. Sorry, Sag. Didn't mean to kick you in the nuts like that, but it is what it is. I shouldn't be sorry for feeling honest about a reading, by the way, like at all. I felt like really honest about what was going on in there. Like they're so unbothered or trying to be unbothered by what they're bothered by, and they're not trying to admit it. And I have to be the one to admit it, like publicly. Like, what the fuck? I don't like it. I don't like it. You make me smoke. Actually, I'm making myself smoke. I'm not going to blame you. You're not the cigarette problem. I'm the problem. All right. All right. Whew. All right. Who are we doing next? Aries or Leo? Aries or Leo? Oh my God. My two personalities, Scorpio Sun and Sag Moon. So everybody's saying Leo. After I just got fired up on Sag, you want me to do Leo? It's a bad idea. It's a bad hit for Leo, but hey, let's do Leo. No, it should be all right. We should be good. All right. Let's see what happens. Leo. In a minute. All right. Oh, shit. Here we go. I'm definitely drinking more coffee for Leo. I'm going to freaking drink like half that cup. Here we go. Leo, what will happen next for you? I usually don't care if it makes sense for me. I kind of want this one to make sense for me, but I don't know if it's gonna. I kind of want to read to you, feel like I'm getting messages that make sense to you now or later, but also get something for myself that I catch. Just so you all know, I'm gonna level with you. All right, here we go. Leo. What do we got for you? Leo. What will happen next? Change. You're going to see some changes happening. We got that change card showing up. Let's see if it shows up in the reading. So are some of you looking for a change of pace? Because it feels like you could be looking for a change of pace. Hold on. Was there a lot of difficult times? Because it's telling me there were a lot of difficult times. There's a lot of irritation. I feel like surfaced. I feel like I feel like this is past tense. It's already happened with that Five of Wands energy. Why I feel like it's already happened is my mouth just dried up. Like it's already happened. My mouth just dried up like a river would dry up. And that doesn't happen in my readings. I'm drinking coffee and my mouth shouldn't dry up instantaneously right after I have a sip of coffee. It's weird. Let's see what's going on. Always to the left. All right, so things have been trying to fuck with your emotions. Or you've been trying your best not to let things fuck with your emotions, is what it's saying. Honestly, it looks like things tried to fuck with your emotions. It looks like you tried to ignore it. Okay. Let's keep going. Give me something for Leo. What is it? You wanted to come out. Ace of Wands. Endings. You may have felt like when you tried to communicate situations to people, it just wasn't either going to show up right correctly or wasn't going to be listened to. I get this. It wasn't going to be listened to energy. I feel like you're over it. I feel like you're fucking over it. The 9 of Wands is here in reverse. 10 of Wands is in reverse. You're over it. You're like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. Good for you. So if there were things that were trying to bring you down or carry you down or make you feel like this, Leo's like, get the fuck out of here. My mind's too strong. I get this. I also feel like it tested your fucking patience, though. As a Leo, I feel like it tested the shit out of your patience. Your imagination may be opening up, or you may be wanting to emotionally open up or look for further investments that are going to invest in you. I feel like it's a good year. Something about, like, I just saw like the Goodyear tire. It's a good year for you to put the investments towards something that's going to make you happy. Give me some clarification for Leo. There's the change card. So did you have to cut situations out of your life? So you either had to cut things out or things cut you out is what it's telling me. It's going to be different for everybody. The 7 of Swords is reversed, though. Was there deception in a situation where it lacked growth? There's something that lacks growth or the potential. And I feel like it had you feeling a little hindered or bothered by it. I feel like you knew it was time to move away or making a judgment. Some of you, it's towards a love situation or the lack of love. Others of you, it's about just getting to start over. Things that hurt you or were feeling unhealthy or treated you dishonestly. I feel like you're recognizing, you know what? I need to communicate my peace. I need to basically make my peace with it, learn from it, grow from it, and let it be behind me. Something about it needs to be behind me. I can't carry the burden or the stress of it. I need to focus on my wealth or my family, the right outcomes. The Empress. You may have felt like love hasn't been showing up or been there for you, or you just, it's almost like every time you want to move towards it, it just isn't true love. Hermit, Balance, the Wheel, and High Priestess. It's almost like what you trust or you want to believe you can trust in towards love situations leaves you with that empty cup or that dried out mouth like I just had. I don't get that, why it would do that, other than the fact that I do feel like you want balance. I do see that you don't want to be stressed out and you want to be happy in love and committed right now. Leo has a strong, I want to be committed. I put the situations to bed that left me out in the cold or that I had to leave out in the cold. But now I might have to communicate what I want. Be very precise and practical about what you want. Cut out the things that don't fit. If you stick with the things bothering you, when it comes to you, it's telling me it's just going to take longer to get what you want. Holy shit. I think this is making sense to me a little bit. But it feels like if you stick with too much stuff, if you try to fix too many situations that are just unfixable, it's almost telling me it's a waste of your time. You got like a don't waste your time energy, because that's what you're doing. I get this, don't waste your time. The Queen of Pentacles, you may feel like you're doing the right thing. I feel like you think you're doing the right thing or going after the right stability, but I feel like it's wrong. Page of Wands, I feel like it breaks communication, or you break the silence of there's going to be something you recognize. And it might have to do with what you're doing isn't motivating you or making you happy. Some of you, this is towards love or career. Others of you, I don't feel like it's worth your stress. I feel like you should be manifesting and opening up your eye to what's important and not lying to yourself about what's important and emotionally what's not going to drain you. Don't let it, if it's behind you, let it stay behind you kind of energy. Queen of Wands, don't be stubborn. Put the growth and effort into something that you're aware that is worth the time and investment. Sometimes you got to put your money where your mouth is, or put yourself where you belong. Put yourself on a high pedestal. Maybe you haven't been doing that. Maybe you've been letting things get to you. Queen of Cups. Emotionally, you're not trying to let things rock you. Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. This is for the Leo who hasn't went out or had a nightlife. The Hangman. I feel like you've had too many things. You've been obligated. Something about I've been obligated to too many other things before I can go out and express my fun. Three of Cups is reversed. This is not somebody that goes out and gets to have a good time all the time. If you're the Leo that goes out every fucking Saturday, Friday night, I ain't reading your energy. Two of Wands. You're going to be having to make decisions. Something about, is this course of direction right for me or wrong for me? All right. Sometimes the past can teach us what we need to walk away from, because what it ultimately will bring us is a lot more balance in life. You may be getting a little, like I read somebody else's zodiac sign, Leos, you may be getting a little bit of humble pie. You may need to humble down a situation or really look at a situation thoroughly, or if it's correct for you. Is it making you happy? Is it bringing you everything you want? Is it worth your effort? Stuff like that. I feel like that's going to start showing up for you. Or is it carrying too much weight? Is it throwing you off balance? What's going on? Are you going to move towards it or walk away from it? Is it going to become part of your past? These are questions we'll have to figure out together as Leos. All right. Judgment's reversed, and making the decision is what's going to be important. Right now, this is definitely for a Leo that doesn't go out and have a party life. If you're the Leo that's out on the town all the time, chances are this reading ain't going to resonate for shit. All right. You may have to stand your ground. I do feel like you want to have fun and excitement, but emotionally, I just feel like you're aware of what you want, but I do feel like you haven't been able to expose yourself to building towards it. You might have been working in all the wrong areas and stressing about all the wrong things. And at this point, you just want to move on to easier days ahead, because who wants to sit there like that? Who wants to feel like that? And if you think I'm not making sense, then you're probably lying to yourself or not committing to yourself enough, Leo. You know what I'm saying? The cup's empty if you make it empty. If you want true love or want to see it build, you have to go after that growth, whether it's financial or whether it's abundant with another person. I can't change the narrative on that. I can't change the scenario. Only you can, as the Leo you are. You might have to cut free of things that stress you out or slow you down from manifesting where you belong. All right. King of Wands is here. I do feel like you've had a lot of stress under your belt because you showed up right after. And I feel like you're trying to release it or maintain and keep. So why does it look like you want to build money, but at the same time, you don't want to deal with any stress? It's like, I want money, but I want no stress. Sometimes you got to take the gift with the gander kind of shit. Unfortunately, it does look like you want love, but it hasn't been something you've been able to fight for right now. No. Because either your health is going to be more important to you, or being very strategic on what brings you growth or security. You're going to be very focused on security for a little while and going and building that momentum, Leo. That's what I got for Leo. Okay, Leo. I'm going to turn that off. All right. Jeez, here we go. We're gonna do Aries in a minute. Aries. I'm curious what Aries is gonna get. I'm curious what all you guys get, all zodiac signs, but certain ones I get a little more curious. Libra was a very, very curious one today, just because Libra's reading was really tough. Without reading before this. I'm going to say it again. Oh, if you don't mind, hit that like button for me. But if you didn't get to see the fucking orb bigger than my head, replay the video and look for the orb. Shit was huge. All right. Look for that orb. I'm going to be watching the video just for that part at some point. Probably like tonight at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I ate before I came out here, but I'm hungry again. I hate that feeling. You know when you're hungry, but you're not like craving anything? I got that feeling going on in my gut. Aries. Here we go. Ooh, I like when they... What are you trying to manifest, Aries? Woo-hoo-hoo. The star card to start. I feel like you want to manifest balance. What do I get? Like you want to manifest balance, but you're tired of it not showing up, the light not being illuminated in front of you. You know, like I also feel as if there have been times you've wanted to communicate with a certain people, but then you hold back or you feel resistant or like it's a bad idea. The hell? You may focus more on your stability. You also may be thinking I need to emotionally brush up on building what's going to make me happy or bring in more security. But with this security, I feel something around health benefits. Why do I get health benefits? Are you changing your health benefits? Are you getting better health benefits? Or are you just wanting to change the way you feel, lose some weight, something of the sort like that? Something like I want to do something more healthy. I feel like in the months ahead, maybe until like October, you're going to start doing something like that, wanting to initiate how to, some of you, it's dropping weight. It's as simple as I want to drop some weight. I got to get the weight off. The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. You may have some energy or that, why does it keep going to the Knight of Pentacles, to the Seven of Swords, to the Four of Wands, to the Nine of Clarify. Clarify it before I say anything. Give me clarification on this, please. You have in and out energy, whether it's you or the energy around you. There's in and out energy around you. And it's like, I just get this energy of Knight of Pentacles and lack of trust energy when it comes to celebrating with it or giving it time. There's a lot of fire energy here. This could be you not wanting to communicate or open up, but you think about it all the time. What the fuck is that about? I feel like you're like, nope. My imagination, I got to be strong. I got to stand my ground. I got to sit in my chair. I got to be the authoritative Aries that I am. Kind of like I've got to hold to the reins of a situation. I can't give in. You have a I can't give in reading. I want to emotionally be involved or invested, but I don't feel like I'm making the right decision. You go back and forth a lot with this card on it too, by the way. Your mind. Anytime you have a minute to yourself and lay down, you think about this shit. You think about this shit, or if you're making the right call. Something about, am I making the right call? Am I making the right judgment? What's going on? I feel like inevitably you're going to leave something behind. Could be a water sign that you dealt with. You might have dealt with a water sign that stays behind you. Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara. I feel like it wasn't bringing you the excitement or balance you were looking for. And you don't think it's going to be worth the proposal or the being trampled on later kind of energy. You may not fight for that. And I feel like you're aware that you need to trust that. You may not feel like you're doing enough right now. Something about I'm not doing enough, or something I wanted. I get something about I'm not doing enough, or a purchase I made isn't coming in. Where the fuck is my purchase? Give me what's mine. I fucking paid for that. I put a down payment on it. What the fuck? Where is it? Kind of energy. For somebody out there, Temperance, the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Change. Tower reversed. So I feel like you're tired of being patient with your emotions or wanting to explore the changes, but you're also not liking the way things sit right now. Something about I don't like how they sit. This is for a very single Aries, by the way. You're very single at this time, and I feel like you want to see happiness and excitement change. Something about it changing, a decision being made. The only person who's going to make the changes or the decisive decision is you. And I feel like that's why I kept getting stuck on the thoughts of it. Your thoughts control your reality a lot of the time. What you choose in your mind is what you're going to choose in a week from now, in a month from now. The way you carry yourself, whether you want to believe in yourself or not, you're going to make your mind up on decisions, and you're going to have to make sure you're making the right decisions for you. Is it giving you mental clarity? Is it making you happy? Are you getting the soul, like the are you getting the solo outcome you want? Do you want to be solo? Do you want to be in a relationship? What's going on? Five of Wands, and you're back and forth. It's a very conflicted reading, like not knowing if I want to move towards love or if I want to stay away from it. I just get this. I don't know what I want to do. Queen of Wands. Maybe you just want to have excitement. Maybe every time you think you can open up your heart, your awareness makes you feel like your emotions are going to be dragged through the mud. You do get excited about the beginning. Something about the beginning is always so much fun or so entertaining for me to play with, until I start to feel like this, until I start to worry about what the fuck am I doing? Do I belong here? Kind of energy, Aries. I feel like you got to put a little more creation and passion into what you want. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like you got to balance out what you want, Aries. I feel like if you do that, it's going to make you feel a lot easier inside of yourself, who you are, how you carry, how you go about stuff like that. Look at this. You've got the Empress and you've got the Queen. You want contentment. The contentment's got to start with you. You've got to basically confide in yourself and give yourself enough self-respect to make up your mind. Make up your mind on what you want, how you want it, how you're going to get it, or how it's going to come towards you, and leave it there. If you've already had the time to try to play the mind games, but tell yourself you want something, but you don't want something, and you just keep going back and forth, like playing the knick-knack game, or like a grandfather clock, talk, 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 talk. What are you gaining? Three of Wands reversed in the world. It's not up for me to make the decision and move forward. You've got to figure that out. That's something you got to figure out. Will you focus on investments or learning more? Yes, investments and learning more are going to come natural for most people. But for Aries, they come a little easy right now. And I don't feel like that's Aries' problem, is investing in the career, investing in I feel like Aries needs to work on the social restraint they've had in social environments or with people. I also get the energy Aries needs to really buckle down on what they want in love. They need to know where they sit, what they want, how they want it, and be more don't be superficial. I get like, don't be superficial to saying you want something, but being superficial about the outcome. Something like that's important for Aries. Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. I feel like you need to speak the peace you want, get over the things that have upset you. I do feel like you're still going to attain things, but you've got to be careful with yourself and not stress out about the things that do not concern you. I do feel like that Ace of Pentacles, you not being concerned with things that might feel like you don't have the bearings or control of them. I do feel like you've put the work in towards that. But I feel like you got to put a lot more work in towards yourself and cut free of any thoughts or feelings that have slowed you down when it comes to being happy. If it made you feel unhealthy or you thought it wasn't healthy, break free of it. Make it the end, just for the new beginning to start. And the longer you hang on with toying with one or play with the idea of that, the longer you only hold on to anxiety and fear of what could have been. And what could have been the happy outcome you wanted the whole fucking time. That's what I see for Aries. Holy shit. Okay. Next. I think I did Taurus. Didn't I read Taurus? Did I skip Taurus? Did I skip Taurus? Oh, shit. I don't know. I was so focused on that huge fucking orb. Did I read Taurus? I thought I did. I thought I read. When I did Earth signs, Capricorn. Fuck, I don't remember the order I did it in. Somebody let me know. Somebody's in here watching. All right. I know I just did Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Not in that order, but I just did those. Yeah, I thought I did Taurus. Yes, I did do Taurus because I remember saying, I remember specifically saying, shit, this might make sense to me a little bit because I'm Taurus moon and rising. All right, took me a minute because I don't try to hold this shit in. I won't fucking sleep. I'll be exhausted tomorrow. Fuck that. All right, here we go. All right, let's start with Pisces. Oh, Pisces comes in as I say it. Let's start with Pisces. All right. I'm not going to let Pisces be last. It's not fair. Here we go. Pisces. What will happen next for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Pisces. Oh my God, Pisces. I don't even want to read. I should have let you be last. You're done. You're over. Ugh, that's got to go over here. So it's telling me you're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. This is totally different from whatever I just was saying, Aries. Pisces. Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Are you trying to figure out what's going to make you happy, or how to spend more time with a certain somebody younger than you to make them happy? Or are you looking to them to stay happy with situations that surround you? It's something like that. That's what I'm picking up. The Ace of Cups with the Magician reversed. I don't feel like love has been floating by like little orbs in front of Leo Fire 555. But still, I do feel like there's been a lack of entertainment with it. I feel like you've been entertaining things closer to home, or knowing that needs more focus right now. Something like that. The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, you may have went through a lot of struggles too with feeling. I feel helpless to a situation on this right here, and I feel like you've done everything you can. I do feel like it's been very stressful. You're getting out, you trying. So there's a couple of scenarios I'm picking up. You either had something stressful happen at home, or somebody's having stressful shit happen at work. It's somebody's stressed out at home, or the surrounding elements of something that's out of their control at home, and at work people are they pointing the finger at you, something like that. I don't know. I don't want to know. Here we go. I just saw the High Priestess and the Star card, but the High Priestess I did see when I shuffled a couple times. I don't know where she is now. There's your card, the Moon. Let's go. Pisces. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Queen of Swords. Work stressing you out is what it's telling me. I feel like you're stressed out. You feel like your opinion's it doesn't matter. For some of you at work. Also, Ace of Wands. What are you passionate about? Not letting things get to you when it comes to love. I feel like you've learned how not to be upset with things that want to upset you, that you may care about. Or if things do upset you that you love, you're not letting it take you for the ride right now, or you're working towards not letting that be the problem and knowing that you need to do that. Emotionally, I feel like you're trying to move on from things that felt explosive or damaging, like a volcano erupting. I feel like you're aware that I need to move away from things like that and not let it get the best of me right now. You also may have to communicate with like a child's teacher or somebody. They may feel like they're not doing as well, or that they may need your assistance a little more in an area of life, whatever the fuck that's about. Something like that could be happening. Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Clarify it, Pisces. You're going to have to make basically. So are you trying to figure out what's going to make the best sense for you and somebody? I feel like you're trying to make a decision for you and potentially for a child. Some of you, it's a child making the best decisions for a child. You may have felt like things weren't like maybe they were going to get held back or not get promoted to the next grade. And you're trying to discover how to make them feel confident in themselves, or how to stay on course. Maybe trying to work to change. I don't feel like you're getting a lot of help, outside resources help with this. I feel like you're being strong and you're trying to basically handle the situation. The person that this connects to, the person you're dealing with that's younger than you, maybe a little girl, little boy, whatever it is, I don't feel like they're telling you everything of how they feel. Whoa, here we go. Five of Pentacles reversed, Five of Wands. They may be struggling or feel like they're not in a place that makes them happy. Maybe they miss somebody that was in the family, or maybe there's something's going on inside of the school setting that's not making them happy. They're not talking about. As far as love, they may be having a hard time see you not be happy with somebody. The Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like money isn't an issue right now, but I do feel like there's been communication problems, and I do feel like there's been like worry around a home situation. What's the outcome going to be? Something like that's popping up. Some of you, it's a work thing and it's strictly work. Others of you, it could be work and home. It feels like it's either one, definitely one or the other, if not both, but most likely one or the other. Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're going to really strive to open up and emotionally figure out what the problem is with the younger person. I feel like you need to figure it out, not just for them, but for peace of mind of yourself, so you can cut free of anything that comes at you. Emotionally, I do feel like you're going to start feeling better, even if things come at you sideways, because I feel like a lot of shit's been trying to come at you sideways or upset you emotionally, and you're not having it. The Hangman's reverse. You're like, no, fuck the bullshit. I ain't got patience or time for it. You know what? I won't even look. I won't even roll down my tinted car window. Bitch, I'll keep looking at that red light till it turns green. You could be waving your ass at me next to me in the car next to me, balls hanging on and all. And all I see is red light, green light kind of energy. I feel like you're really trying to boss up what's best for you and those you care about. I also feel like you're trying really hard to keep things of balance. A lot of it may have to do with how you eternally feel about situations that emotionally bother you, that there's a worry here that I'm getting that you're trying to release yourself from. Something like that's important for Pisces. I do see things working out in your favor. Just give it time. I'm going to tell you right now. Look at this card. Sometimes time is the answer. Sometimes time is what we need to hear to help the situation so it can develop or grow, or we can go towards the things that are going to bring the excitement, rejuvenate us, make us happy. It isn't just my imagination. It's not just your imagination watching this. It's believing that things can end to start over. That's part of life. It's the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? Things that have got you down just make you stronger, make you more aware of how to deal with them in the future. If you've been feeling like I feel stuck, or I feel emotionally just like shit's just too much and I want to talk to somebody, but I'm not doing it. Well, don't worry about it. Sometimes you got to go after what's going to make you happy or what's healthy for you. There's no wrong or right answer in life as far as what the judgments you make that are better for you. And the only person that should be telling you something like that is yourself, and you should be trusting yourself about what you're going to do. You control that narrative. If things haven't been showing up the way you want, so what? Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. I do see that you're going to start communicating. You may communicate with somebody, but you may not trust them. Could be an air sign, or definitely could be an air sign or water sign. It says air and water is what I've got for you. You might deal with an air or water sign that you don't feel like you can trust. Okay, that's what I've got for Pisces. That might show up. That might not show up right now. That might show up. Give it time and then ask them what their sign is. And then if they give you a lot of problems or you feel like you can't trust them, you'll probably come back and you'll be like, that son of a bitch with the orb as big as his fucking head like the magician said that. Something like that, all right? Whoa. All right. Here we go. Oh, it's bigger than my head. I hope. Unless my head's that big. All right. I'm going to be so mad if I'm talking about this whole video and then I can't find the goddamn thing and it's not even there and I'm just seeing shit. Now I got to go to the vision center. Like, come on now. I don't need that. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you all for being here and hitting that like button. I appreciate it kindly from everybody who stops in or who watches in the background. If you don't like to be, typing, that's fine too. I appreciate it. All right. Pisces is done. Scorpio. Scorpio. What do we got for you, Scorpio? Oh, you get the Magician. Yeah, are you getting away with things that you've learned from the past? I see. Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. I feel like one hand's watching the other. I don't know. It doesn't look bad so far. I didn't feel anything negative about either one of those cards at all. Doesn't mean, who knows what it's going to say. I better shut my mouth. Here we go. You keep showing the Magician. You're going to stay focused on career and passion. It's you. I can't get away from your theme of things, career and passion. Why do I get that you could also need to be like teaching somebody how not to let things get the best of them, how to fight for a stronger mindset? This could be a little girl, by the way, something about a young girl you could be teaching, or you could be a mentor towards somebody younger, whether it's a girl or a boy, something like that. Show me something. Making sure that they, they don't let things get the best of them. Did you have to cut people out? Whether this is a long time ago or recent, it looks like you may have celebrated with some people that are no longer allowed at the table. All right. 5 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you said, give me that fucking cake back, bitch. See you later. I don't want to deal with you. 10 of Swords reversed. Was it too chaotic? Or was it something you knew you couldn't trust? Because that feels like you didn't want to keep playing with it. And I feel like the only thing you could trust was yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Emotionally, you may be trying to, I feel like you're trying to come up with like a book of ideas that are going to work out or are going to bring in that dream state effect that you want. So there could be a project you're working on that you, how do I say this? That you're using, you're being, I feel like you're motivated by being realistic, but also going outside of the average consciousness to get to what you want. That is not wrong. I don't, if you figure that out, you better come call me. All right. The 5 of Cups, and there you are, the Death card. So if things did bother you, I don't feel like you're going to let them get to you. I feel like if they were trying to get to you, or they were showing you that they were unhealthy, or they needed to be deaded off from your life, feel like you're going to go in strong. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups, though. You know why? So this tells me you might have dealt with some damaged ass people. You might have been dealing with some damaged ass people that were good at hiding it, that were good at showing you a face of nothing bothers them until you saw that they weren't so happy. They might have been trying to mooch off of you or take what you had. And I feel like you saw through the bullshit and you learned from it. I do feel a learning energy on you. I feel like at first you didn't expect it until it was like it was too well understood. It was too in your face kind of energy. Judgment's reversed. 8 of Wands is reversed, and Devil. It was toxic. So you might have had some people that were jealous of you up in your shit. This is what it tells me. You may have had some jealous ass bitches around you, or men. Something like that. You may have had some toxic, jealous ass people around you that they weren't willing to grow with you. They saw that you were happy, or why is she always so fucking happy? Why is he so fucking happy all the time? How come I'm always down in the dumps? What do I got to do to get what that person has? They thought just being around you, you celebrating with them, that they could try to take away bits and pieces of what's good for you. But I think you realize they're not healthy for me. And I can't let unhealthy things in because I've already worked on my health and basically who I am to better myself in the past. I've put the hard work and effort. I get this. I've put the hard fucking work and effort in. They ain't doing it. So I can't let them around. I need to cut through the bullshit. I need to see things for what they are and that they're not balanced out. I need to see them with clarity, judgment, precision. And I feel like you started to focus on home and family, or home and family may have started to try to get your attention. Something like that. You had to cut free of shit that wasn't worth communicating or being let around you. Nothing wrong with that. All the power to you, because I do feel like you manifested a beautiful reality. You might have let go of somebody who was lying to you, gaslighting you, or trying to take from you, steal from you even. Something of the sort. Sometimes it's better for us to do things on our own and not look back and not worry so much about what we're doing or how we're going to get there, and just go for it. And I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like that's what you're doing. As far as love goes, this is probably for somebody who, while this went on, or while you tried to enjoy a life, you were staying single. You might have also dealt with an earth or an earth or water sign for whoever this is for. The last person you dealt with was a fucking earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or Libra. I'm going to say it. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's one of those signs that you dealt with. I just feel like the emotions came to an ending. The passion came to an ending. The person wasn't keeping you happy. I don't feel like the presence was working out. I don't feel like somebody wasn't doing enough. I get somebody wasn't doing enough. The 7 of Cups is reversed, and I feel like you became aware of it. Did you realize you're dealing with a snake in the grass? See the snake by the person's feet? Did you put the light up high enough to where the shit almost bit you, but you kind of realize, whoa, what am I doing? Was it a fucking Libra, by the way? Because it could have been a fucking Libra. It doesn't matter who it was. I feel like you had to make decisions. You might have had to tell a person, no, back off. You know what? I don't have the patience for this. Emotionally, we don't lack the commitment or the strong movement forward. And I'm not going to get hurt over a situation. More work needs to be done. Something might have come towards you in love too fucking early, and I think you witnessed it. That ain't going to be everybody's reading, but that's going to be some of y'all reading out there. I feel like you went through some shit in a love situation, then a friend situation, and it caused you a little bit of anxiety, or it stressed you out for a little bit until you said, fuck that, enough is enough. I wear the king shit here. I handle my own business. If they're not willing to ride the ride with me gracefully or correctly, they'll have to learn it's time to, those shoes are made for walking kind of energy. And now it's become a part of your past. I feel like you're okay with that. Emotionally, I do feel like you want excitement to show up in your life. I just don't feel like it's the time right now. I feel like you've got other things you're going to focus on career or better yourself, or the ones you love. That's what I see for Scorpio. All right. Anywho, let's keep rolling. Holy hell. Okay. For anybody who's saying it resonates, thank you. Appreciate it. That's nice of you. Cancer. Are we on Cancer already? Cancer. Time is it? It's 4:40. All right. What will happen next for Cancer? Here we go. No more shuffles. I kind of want to light a cigarette and drink more coffee for you. A lot more coffee for you. I feel like it's losing its jolt. Or maybe I'm just losing it. Getting old. Here we go. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? What will happen next for Cancer? There's a decision. Did I say this to you last time? I can't remember. Fuck, I hate that. But there's a decision I feel you need to trust and make. Something about you need to trust the decision and make it. I feel like there's something you need to make, whether it's towards somebody you care about or towards a position in a career. Trust it and make the decision. I don't feel like it goes ugly for you, especially in the career sense. There's no career cards over there, but I feel like, let me show you something. Ta-da-da! Would they have luck with career right now? Cancer in career. I don't know why I feel like it's going to do this, but it will. Would Cancer have luck with career right now? Oh, let me move my arm in the screen so you can see I'm not moving. Will Cancer have luck with career right now if they put effort into career? No or yes? Oh, yeah. You have more than one decision, though. You have more than one decision, and that's a big ass yes, you do. You have to be, I feel like you need to be precise and proactive to start. Why do I feel that way? And I feel like you're holding back on one of these two decisions. I can't fucking make sense. What are you holding back on? Something you're holding back on. This is something you've tried to release. You're not communicating it. Communicate the shit. Break the silence. I feel like you don't want to stress about it. I feel like you're just hoping things will balance itself out. This is like a pure hope. Like I hope. But does it cause you too much anxiety? Is that the fucking problem? You can't deal with how anxious it makes you, or how you feel like how you're gonna feel hospitalized if you don't get the outcome you desire, something like that. Let that go. 8 of Swords. Let that shit go and just do it. Sometimes it's better to be honest with ourselves and just take the whooping, whether it's easy for us or hard for us. Not every choice in life is going to be easy. Not every choice in life is going to be hard. But sometimes we have to figure out what's for the greater good kind of energy. And I feel like you're in that scenario. Here we go. Open up. I'm going to tell you, emotionally, it'd be wise for you to open up. put the work into it. What you may be missing out on is missing. Why does it tell me what you may want your happiness to move towards? So why does it make me feel? I get this fucking feeling. I don't know how to say this other than this way, that you want to move towards happiness. Something wants to move towards you of happiness and abundance, but neither one's crushing into, like, colliding. It's not doing anything. It just feels like it's of existence, but there's nothing else outside of wanting something, knowing what you. So is what you're looking for you? Or are you looking for what you want in something else, but you're both standing still? I don't get it. I don't want to get it. It's kind of getting on my nerves. I do feel like there's going to be some changes happening for you too. Something's going to change for you. You may have dealt with people that you felt like you couldn't trust or didn't trust you. I feel like you're going to let go of those dilemmas and those problems. I feel like you may get the opportunity to open up. Problem is, don't let any negativity get you down. Don't let any negativity get you down. Don't let any, let me show you something. Don't let any negativity get you down. Don't let any anxiety get the best of you. Don't have any motherfucking fear. Just move on solid. I'm telling you to move on solid. And I'm also telling you it's the best judgment for you. Something about just do it. You need to be strong. I feel like you probably have Leo fucking moon. You need to be strong and just fucking do it. Whatever that's about. I don't fucking know. You'll know more than I will. How much sense does that make? A lot, because I'm not reading you personally, but still. All right, here we go. All right. You're going to move on from a situation that's been hurting you for so long. How are you going to move on? You don't have to tell me, but in your hearts of hearts, I want you to tell yourself, what's the best way to move on? Where can I look back in 10 years and be happy that I moved in that direction versus the direction I moved in that didn't make me as happy? And make sure you make the right choices. I'm just going to say it. Do you know how many fucking predictions I've given to people that it took years for them to see the outcome? Or it took me years to play out the outcome that I had specifically bred out of my mouth, spit out of my, spit the wisdom out. But it took years for the things that I said to play out. Doesn't mean I wanted what I was saying to play out, but it did. Now, if I could see the scenario that far ahead, I want you to put yourself in the same shoes, the same fucking puddle. Make it be what you need it to be, what the other person might need it to be, something of the sort. Let me see what else I can get for you. I'm going to pick these all up and we're going to do it again. All right, Cancer. Let's see what we get. Let's see if I can get another message. Cancer signs. What will happen next for Cancer? Show me something that's going to happen next for Cancer. What will happen next for them? Show me something. One more. Someone's gonna want to communicate with you, or you're gonna want to communicate with somebody. Is what it's telling me. I keep getting communication cards, and I'm gonna show you. Even though I shuffled it, and it was in front of me on my left hand, I had to switch the cards to the right hand. There was one of the communication cards. All right, here we go. What will happen next? It's got to jump. You'll put down the fights, the arguments. So if you felt like you were betrayed or your heart was broken, look what happens. What did I just say? You're going to start opening up with communication. You're going to start recognizing, I got to balance this out. I've got to put everything else that hurts me in the fucking drain, in the dumpster. It's got to go because I need communication. I got to have the precise communication and action. Something about communication and precise action is important for you to bring back something that you are deserving of, and so is the other fucking person. I don't know. You want balance? Then you got to put the work in. This is your road. These are your roads. That's your map, not my map. It's your map to figure out. But it started with this and it's going to end with this. The communication is vital. You've got to communicate. You've got to open up. You've got to speak. Look how many cards of communication I just gave you. I can't say much more. This is what I have for Cancer. Communication is going to be vital. It's going to have a lot of importance. You've got to have the initiative to trust the process, believe in the universe, and believe you're deserving of everything I'm telling you, because you've been wanting this. You haven't been seeing it build momentum. This tells me you haven't been getting what you want. This tells me you're passionate about it, but it hasn't been there for you, or you haven't been there for it. Well, it doesn't have to be part of your imagination or part of a dream. It can be part of something that balances out with the right sorts of action. If there was lies, deception, deceit, or there was hurt in a situation, put that shit behind you and have a restart. You know what I'm saying? Realign, let it go away to start over and move towards that and rejoice in the happiness that you've missed out on. That's important. And that's the message you're supposed to trust from me. I hope you find what you're looking for. That's what I have for Cancer. Okay. Holy damn. All right. How is everybody? Phew. I think I read everybody. I think I read all the zodiac signs. Hopefully I didn't skip nobody. I don't think I skipped anybody. I want to say thank you. If you don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate it. Cancer's reading was pretty wow to me. It just, I hope you find what you're looking for, Cancer, or I hope it finds you. Because it seems like it's fleeted you, or it's avoided you, or you've avoided it for too long. And I feel it. I feel it. And you'd be lying to me if you don't fucking feel it, or if it hasn't made you down in the dumps over and over again. Put an ending to it. I'm over it. Put an ending to it. The death card reversed. There's no more being upset warrior or wondering if it's worth traveling towards. Just make the choice. Make the sacrifice and bring in the balance. Telling you, just bring that balance in. Good luck with that. If it makes sense to you, these may not resonate for everybody. I hope they touch the right people, and I hope everybody stays safe and finds and has a good Easter or a good rest of the month if they don't celebrate it. Enjoys in the things that are going to give them mental clarity, mental peace, and not stress them out. That's important. Whether it's a love situation, whether it's a financial situation, whatever needs to change in your life, I hope you get it. All right. I'm going to end it here. You guys have a good day. I am out of here. Bye, everybody. And thanks again. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Bye. See you later. Where's the end button? Bye.